Hey guys, it's Mark and Brennan from Mark and Brennan TCGs.
Hello.
Today we'll be reviewing Call of Duty World War II.
Well, I guess first we'll start off with the campaign of World War II. It was pretty straightforward in my opinion. It had a good plot, very unlike other games like futuristic warfare, like Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, and Call of Duty Black Ops. The stories were good in those games, but it didn't quite hold up to those games as much. But this one had a straightforward campaign, kind of had some throwbacks to history, um, like Nazi camps, and it'll actually let you learn about history as it moved through that time instead of futuristic, where they had to go off of their mind on what the future would look like. It's better to make a perfect image of the older games or the older pastimes in that time through a video game, so younger audiences can learn in their own ways. And I would give the campaign. We're gonna do scores from 1 to 10. I would give the campaign a 9.6 in my opinion. Um, what would you give it? I know
Well,
you haven't played it through
I'm
yet.
still working on it, but I do agree with what Brennan said, and I do really like that it moves through time, and it's not futuristic like the Black Ops series or like Infinite Warfare. I like the bring back to older guns too. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10.
All right, I like a 9.5 because that's pretty solid. Um, Now we're gonna go on to the multiplayer. It was kind of very disappointing in the first 2 days. I mean, of course, it was a new title. It was getting, the servers were getting overfilled with people because it was a highly demanded game for this year, and me and him, we played. We got our foothold in for maybe like a whole 15, 30 minutes, maybe a match, and it just crashed error code after error code, as well as a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people have been experiencing the same problems, but they probably got in more than us because we kind of stopped for a bit and just let it do what it was going to do instead of just trying to force it into letting us play. So after like day two, the evening of day two that it's been out, it started working again. I started working up. I'm level 24, very mediocre still, but I'm still getting used to getting off of the jetpack mechanics from Black Ops 3 that I haven't really been playing a lot because I've been playing a lot of Overwatch and Destiny, which we will be uploading more content on those games as soon as we get our equipment, our Elgatos, and our mics. We will be doing reviews and on other games with that subject. But not to get away from the subject, what did you think of the multiplayer?
I really like it. I'm not as high as Brenner right now, but that's because I've been working on my Destiny stuff and getting that all sorted out. But I'm gonna get back into it. I do really like that there's no like perks and it's just like armbands now. And I do like that the medals that pop up when you get a kill and do certain things aren't as big as
Mm.
in the other games were, like in your face. And I do like the older guns and like loving up and getting camos.
Yeah, other in the old games, yeah, you can earn camos, but at least in this game, the camos actually look like actual ones. They even give you descriptions of their actual camos that were used in history.
Yeah.
It even gives you a description of when that camo was used, which I really like, and that's why I'm gonna. That's kind of like the redemption for multiplayer, in my opinion, because I'm not a very avid Call of Duty player really anymore. I was as a child or a
Same.
teen, like in the my first game I ever played was Modern Warfare 2, and then people are gonna ask me, how did you miss Modern Warfare 1? Well, because I didn't really catch on to Call of Duty until then, and knowing that, I wouldn't have been able to get going in Modern Warfare 1 and getting prestige and all that when everyone was going to Modern Warfare 2 anyways. So I figured, hey, I would get that game. And I think it was a pretty good start, so I can say that I at least started in some time of the early Call of Duty. And everyone can remember Modern Warfare 3's release was about as big as this one for World War II because, everyone was lining up for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I remember it, but I never went to any um, pre-releases because I didn't have the time, and nor did I have the ride to get there because I was still a kid, a teenager. But yeah, but the score for the multiplayer, other than getting getting killed a lot, I mean, I would give it at least, in my opinion, an 8.8. In my opinion, just because of all those redemption factors of how it brings back the old feel of Call of Duty. I can't thank them enough for that because I've gotten tired of all the Buzz Lightyears in the game. That's just a pet peeve to me. I don't like jetpacks. They should just stay in Destiny and Halo. That's where they
Yeah.
belong. People need to stop copying off of other games. That's my little rant here. Now, what did you think? What is your rating?
Hmm. Well, if I go the same rating as you, but if they would bump up the kill time a little more, so
You
you
mean
don't die as fast.
you mean how many shots it takes to
Yeah.
kill? Yeah, because in this game, like it's like 3 chest shots or four with an SMG, you get killed. It's just way too fast. They copied aspects from Call of Duty
Yeah.
Ghosts. I did not like that. That game was the otherworldly, and I didn't like that game. I mean, the campaign was okay, but they left it on a cliffhanger. Okay, you don't know where the two protagonists went at the end of the game. Okay, no spoilers. I'm not. If you haven't played Ghosts at all, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But it's just a freaking buttload of crap that
Yeah.
they left open, and it made me mad. And the multiplayer was fun. I played a lot with friends, but you die too quick.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like as soon as you get a kill, you die. There's no point in making score streaks. So yeah, your score was the same
Same
as
as you.
mine,
Yeah.
right? Now on to the zombies. The zombies was a very good prologue. I have not continued into anything past the prologue. It's pretty cool. They had a lot of like a few jump scares actually. I kind of like what they did there instead of making it look like it was just some kind of a pushover, like some of the other zombies, which were really cool. I'm not really calling them a pushover, but it kind of gave them a little revamp on making it that scare factor that zombies really needs.
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering if I continue to play, if it's actually going to continue the jump scare factor through that. I mean, I haven't even watched any walkthroughs yet of what it looks like, but all I know is fresh new four characters, like always, and I hope to expand that. But as far as the knowledge that I have on zombies right now, I'm gonna have to give it a 6.5, just because I mean I'm just not a very avid zombies player. I think the Easter eggs are just too complicated, and I mean for just a casual player like me, I think they need to dumb them down a bit, just so us casual players can be able to experience that same thrill as getting the Easter egg bonus, the calling cards for it. I understand that it's like a huge achievement. I get that for the big zombies players, but I mean, come on, you got to give the casuals a little bit of respect too. I mean, we want to play too. But what was your score on zombies? I know you really haven't played
I
it.
haven't played it, so I don't feel right of me to give it a score this time.
Yep, and we'll give it time, and he'll give it a rate as soon as he's played it. Um, and I guess we're gonna move on to the average score of this game that I think, and along with a few perks that it has that I like. Me and him both agreed that we both like the graphics on it.
Yeah.
It's really good, phenomenal. Brings out every type of graphic you can possibly put into a 4K game. At least they didn't. A few Call of Duty games they kind of messed up, and I mean I understand it was futuristic and you had to make it look futuristic with graphics and everything, but the way they made an old rustic looking atmosphere look like a thing of the future is phenomenal, and making it better on the newer systems. Um, that's my only pet peeve because I have the original Xbox. I mean, I don't know if it's just a graphics thing or whatever, but I think that's just it. It's probably just graphics. But if it isn't, then that's giving people, like the usual console trick, making you upgrade to better consoles to play. I mean, I understand this is a way of gaming culture,
Hmm.
but I guess that's something I gotta live with. But I do like the perk system, which it's only like one perk. It's just one ribbon, and that's it. You don't got to complicate with three different perks. They're all in one little band now. And the snipers, multiplayer, and campaign, I liked those two. They were pretty good. And my all around rating for this game is going to be an 8.9 right now, as it stands, until it gets better. Then maybe it'll raise or decrease depending on what the developers plan on doing with this franchise. Um, do you have a total score yet?
Well, I do like the perk system, as you said. I My total score would be probably the same as you, 8.5 until some.
I said 8.9.
Wait, 8.9.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I only give it an 8.9 just because I feel like there's room to improve with multiplayer, and if they actually made it to where you don't die as quickly,
Yeah.
which they probably won't, because they don't really alter that a lot unless there's a really serious game breaking bug in there to where there's a gun that comes out and it's a variant and it just completely annihilates everybody. But more than likely, they would change the gun rather than change the whole game's mechanics of the health system. But I mean, even if they had to nerf the guns down a bit to make it fair, cool. I mean, it's pretty fair as it is. Not don't get me wrong, but for us, for me, like a average Call of Duty player, I don't like to run around and like get like 25 player kill streaks every time I play a game. No, I can't do that. I mean, I'm turning old. I mean, it's pretty sad to say that, 23 years old, coming from 16 playing Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I was pretty avid then, Mountain Dew, the whole bit. And, I can't do that no more. It's catching up with me. I kind of like laid back, relaxing games like Destiny to where, you can just travel with your friends. And, if you want, go down to the Crucible and, pick on some people and, just at least everyone's getting a good kick out of it. I mean, it's a lot fair in Destiny 2, in my opinion. And the next video, we'll probably do a review on that, which will be really interesting. I can't wait to get into that one.
Yeah.
But I don't have any final words other than please subscribe and like. It means a lot to me and him.
Yeah.
We don't put out a lot because, one, sometimes I'm just lazy and sometimes we just can't get to it. But we're sticking to the schedule like always. Vlogs and unboxing videos. The next unboxing, like was in the last video, is going to be a Vanguard unboxing, and that will be sometime next week. And is there any last words for you?
Well, if once again, please subscribe and like the video and share with your friends if you think they would like our content. And if you would want to play with us, we will be posting our Xbox gamer tags in the description, in the description down below. And if you want to add us, we'll add you back and we can play games. We both have Destiny 2 and Call of Duty right
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh yeah. We're looking for squad mates.
Yeah.
In our clan,
Yeah, the
Destiny,
clan,
we
yeah.
are Omnigul's disciples. I loved the name because Omnigul was my favorite boss in the first one. She was awesome. Some people scared of her, but I'm not. She was awesome. I liked her, and I'm gonna get probably a lot of hate because they're probably like, "Why didn't you just pick Oryx then?" Because she's pretty much working for Oryx. Why just pick the best thing? Well, because one, she was the first hard boss that I couldn't really defeat as easy. I needed help, and I couldn't. And whenever I get a challenge from a boss like that, that's what I like. That's why it makes us look and feel we're tough, because that's the first boss, and it's just the feeling of when you beat your first boss. It makes you feel like you can do anything, and that's where I get my encouragement from. And I get that same encouragement when we make these videos. I believe that we can push through this small little thing of 0 to 100 subscribers, I believe we can get a custom URL. I believe we can get watermarks done. I believe we can do ads. And even in a tough time where YouTube is in, I believe that we can do this with enough um, teamwork and unity. We can get through YouTube and their flawed system at the moment. I really hope they fix this because YouTube
Yeah,
was a good site.
it was.
YouTube was a good site,
It,
and
it
with big YouTubers getting slammed, it's not really fair to them because one, okay, just because a few people rant, okay, you're changing your system based off of other people's problems. You can't do that just because some person does not like that. But we'll get into this in a different video
yeah.
because it's running on too long. I have no final words. I've said my final words. He said his final words. I've been Brendan from Brendan and Mark's TCGs, and if
I've
he's
been Mark from Brennan Mark's TCGs, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Peace out.